Losing fat is easy. You're just missing out on a few things that no one tells you about. I wasted years trying to eat less and move more, but you won't have to. Because today I'm giving you real secrets I've learned over the last 11 years so you can lose your next 10 pounds of fat, I promise. Now, can you eat junk food every single day and still lose fat? Well, I believe the answer was no until I tried it for a week and lost a pound of fat. Now, here's a healthy homemade chicken wrap, a KFC Twister chicken wrap, and a shawarma. They're all 500 calories each. You get more nutrition from the homemade one, but you get fucking happiness from these, man. And sometimes they may even be a better option because you won't always have the time to cook. And say you're meeting a friend for lunch. Instead of saying, oh no, I'm diet, I'm starving myself today, just pick a restaurant where you can choose a smart meal, ideally a 600 calorie sandwich max, not something like a 1,000 calorie pizza, and have fun as well. Just like my ex didn't care if she was cheating on me with her yoga instructor or the mailman, your body doesn't care whether you get 500 calories from home food or from a restaurant. Now, for you to lose more fat, you need to eat less food, is what I would say if I was a jackass. Let me explain. So a year ago, I was traveling to Portugal, but something weird happened. I ran out of money on my second day of the trip because the grocery store underneath my Airbnb took advantage of this gringo. He was triple charging me for everything. I ended up spending the rest of my holiday living like Mother Teresa. Now, when it comes to losing fat, we often spend our calories like gringos because this is what 100 calories of Pringles looks like, and this is what 100 calories of strawberries looks like, and this is what 100 calories of watermelon looks like. So less calories doesn't mean less food. Now, what if I also told you that more training doesn't mean more results and that you can actually lose more fat by skipping the gym? Before I explain why, if you want to lose your belly fat faster, I'll send you 52 ways in 52 days on exactly how to do it for free. Just check the link in the description. Right, so when COVID had hit, there was a party I really wanted to go for, but I was afraid of bringing the virus back home. And as sad as I was, I stayed home. But a week later, 9 out of 12 of my friends tested positive for COVID and they couldn't leave their house for 2 weeks. The lesson here is that sometimes skipping something in the short term actually protects you in the long term, even when it comes to losing fat. Imagine you force yourself to go to the gym during a very busy, stressful, sleep deprived time. You'd burn maybe 250 calories from doing that. But since you're stressed, you've been snacking more. Your cravings and appetite has been through the roof because you're sleep deprived. And you haven't had the time to meal prep, so you've just been ordering in and eating so many more extra calories. Now, instead of doing that training session, if you were to just take a step back and use that time to recover mentally, prepare for the next day, relax with a friend, have a good night's sleep, you could save yourself from all these extra calories. Now, the problem is most people never reach the long run because they quit too soon because they're all making this one big mistake. And I know this because I always did this. So ever since I was a kid, I always wanted to make money. I was buying and selling collectible figures, doing hundreds of weird jobs. By 17 years old, I finally landed a really well-paying job. I thought, wow, man. This is an opportunity. So I worked 53 days straight because I could finally taste the money. I ended up burning out, quitting, and I was broke a few months later. When you're losing fat initially, you have a lot of motivation. You can go hard and be in that deficit, but most people don't last. We as humans need to recover, man. This study showed us that if you were to be in a deficit for 2 weeks, eat at your maintenance for 2 weeks, and just keep repeating that cycle versus constantly be in a deficit, you lose so much more fat overall with the breaks. Now answer me this, when you and your partner are going apeshit and fighting with each other, what's the first thing you say? You sound just like your mother. I need to take a break from this shit. The moment you feel things are starting to be too much, I need you on a break, man. Breaks won't slow you down. They'll be the very thing that get you leaner. That all or nothing mindset of yours, throw it in the garbage. Now, you might have been told before that you need to weigh your food and count your calories. That's bullshit. You don't, because there's a much easier method that actually works in real life situations. So a few years ago, the most embarrassing thing happened to me on a date. She laughed when I showed her just kidding. My credit card got declined. I never want this to happen to me again, so I tried to track every buck I spent for a month. I went insane in a week. And that's exactly what's gonna happen if you try to weigh your food, get your steps, go to the gym, sleep 8 hours, please your partner all at the same time. You'll die, man. Temporarily weighing your food to learn things is great, but are you gonna do it? So here's an easier and a faster way of doing it. So this is an egg sandwich. We know that it has 2 slices of brown bread, 2 medium eggs. It was cooked with 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Tell this to ChatGPT. It'll tell you exactly what your macros are. You don't need a food scale. And say you want to snack on nuts as well, but you don't want to weigh it. Just get the small packets. They've already weighed it for you. They've measured everything. There you're a slave. Just read the label. 60 calories. Counting calories doesn't mean you need to live on a food scale. Just read labels and weigh your carbs whenever you can. Now, what if I told you that you can lose 3 pounds of fat in a week without sacrificing anything? I always thought that I need to suffer if I want to get lean, but that's the stupid way of doing things. Now, I'm a simple man. I eat meat and feet. So when I started tracking my food the way I just showed you, I got a lot of surprises. The regular beef I was eating all these years had 350 calories more compared to the extra lean beef. And honestly, I didn't even care about the taste. But when it came to my chocolate, I care, man. I used to eat this protein bar and imagine it's a chocolate bar until I learned that this is the same calories as this protein shake and this chocolate bar together. It's the same shit, man, except here we don't want to kill ourselves. You don't have to sacrifice your life when you're losing fat. Just trade your calories smarter. And the same goes for building muscle. I wasted years grinding hard in the gym, training 5-6 days a week when I didn't really need to do all that. Now, this is gonna sound embarrassing again, but I just started reading. I bought so many books, but I could never get myself to read them. Until one day I changed my approach. Instead of trying to read every single night and failing before bed, I tried reading just twice a week instead. I actually finished a book and now I know the meaning of life. Plus, when a girl comes over, I am Mr. Sophisticated Man. Actually, nah, there's no girls, guys. This is just a sham. It's just my mom who says, why are you wasting money on books? Just download them online. Anyway, it's the same with lifting weights. I've done it all. I've trained 6 days, 5 days, 3 days, even once a week. But I've gotten the best results in my life by training less. Studies and real world results prove that you can still build muscle and get stronger with just training twice a week with the right intensity. Right now, I'm training 4 days a week, but during the times where I'm having really busy months, my food's a mess, and instead of fucking everything up like I normally do, I just shift it to twice a week so I can get my shit together, man. Training twice a week adds up to over 100 workouts a year, and that's 100 times more than you doing nothing. Now, will adding a cardio session in there help you lose more fat? Yes and no. So I've been a runner, I've competed in all kinds of sports, and one thing I'll tell you is that after intense cardio, you're more hungry than normal and you're in a reward yourself for your hard work kind of mood. I'd bust my ass off running for an hour, feeling great, I am health, wellness, and I just eat whatever I just burned right after. If you can do your cardio at a lower intensity and manage your hunger after, cardio is amazing for losing fat, man. But what's even better is just making your life active. Set your life up in a way where it forces you to walk. Park in a way you have to walk 10 minutes back and forth to work every day. When you're choosing your gym, join one that's a 20-minute walk away, so you're forced to do it. If you're fighting with your partner, walk and fight. Delete whatever delivery apps you have off your phone and just force yourself to move. Cardio burns calories once a week, but an active lifestyle is burning them all day, every day. Now, you might be doing most things right already, but if you're struggling to lose fat, it might be because of this. All week, I'd stay on track with my training, with my diet, and I'd be keeping myself in a 500 calorie deficit each day. By Friday, that adds up to a solid 2,500 calorie deficit. But when the weekend hits, man, I become fatzilla. I'm eating out, gatherings, party, disco. I basically just cancel out everything I worked so hard for during the week. And I'm sure you might be in similar shoes, and I have a solution for you. On those weekends, if you're having fun, you're gonna skip one meal and I need you to walk for an extra hour. Because this will balance things out so you keep losing fat and you don't completely fall off track. You don't need to be perfect. You just need a system that keeps you moving forward even when life gets in the way. Now, the reason most people never lose fat is because they don't see results fast enough. And I don't want that happening to you, so I'm going to try to change the way you see losing fat. So this bag of Coco Pops is your body fat. Each Coco Pop represents one day of being in a calorie deficit. Now, after a few days of doing this, or even a week, you won't really see any difference. It doesn't look any different, but only after weeks and weeks, and maybe even a month, you finally start to notice that there's a slight difference. I need you to understand that this takes a lot of time, man. People on social media, including myself, have been doing this for years. Be ready to put in the work and not see changes. Be kind to yourself. Don't rush yourself, and be ready to run a marathon. Now that you know exactly how to drop your next 10 pounds of fat without starving yourself, the real challenge most people face is that they end up looking skinny fat after losing all that weight. So over here, I break down exactly what you need to do in the gym so you can actually look lean.